لا تزال المسألة بأحدكم حتى يأتي يوم القيامة وليس في وجهه مزعة لحم. A person does not cease asking of the people until he comes on the day of judgment and there is not left on his face any pieces of flesh. Allah Azza wa Jal is the one who distributes everything. قَدْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدَرًا. Allah Azza wa Jal is the one who has made for everything its due measure. Allah is the one who distributes. Allah is the one who divides things and distributes things between the people. So you do not look at what is in the hands of the people, rather you look at how can you earn your rizq in a halal way and doing it honorably and not asking the people or being in need of the people. He also said, which is related by Al-Bukhari, he said, ما أتاك من هذا المال وأنت غير سائل ولا مشرف فخذه وما لا فلا تتبعه نفسك. Whatever comes to you of this wealth without you asking for it and without you seeking it or wanting it in your heart, then take it. Take it. If something comes to you, take it, meaning without you having asked and without you having, desired it, then take it. And whatever does not come to you, then don't, make your soul pursue it or tire your soul in pursuing it. What does this mean? It means, for example, if someone comes to you by way of example and gives you a gift, and he says, this is a gift from me to you, please take it, right? Something comes to you in a way that you weren't expecting, and your heart wasn't desiring it, and nor did you even ask anybody for it. But something just comes your way. It could be a gift, it could be, something that's come in your direction for whatever reason. Then there's nothing wrong with taking it. This has been brought to you by Allah Azza wa Jal. This is rizq that's come to you. Why should you not take it? But as for if it doesn't come to you like this, then don't make your soul, pursue and, desire it and become occupied with it and these kind of things. Don't be like that. Don't fall into these traits and qualities that are being described, where your heart, wants things from other people, desires what other people have, wants that they give. He wants and desires in his soul that they should give it to him. All of this is lowliness and not a sign of honor and dignity. And he also said that Ibn Taymiyyah commented upon this, and he said, فَكَرِهَ أخذه من سؤال اللسان واستشراف القلب. He said that the Messenger in this hadith, he disliked that a person should, acquire things by the tongue asking or the heart, desiring and wanting. And likewise he mentions another hadith, وقال في الحديث الصحيح من يستغني يغنيه الله, that whoever is free of need, Allah will make him free of need. And وَمَنْ يَسْتَعْفِفْ يَعِفَهُ اللَّهُ. And whoever seeks to be chaste, Allah will make him chaste. وَمَنْ يَتَصَبَّرْ يُصَبِّرُهُ اللَّهُ. And the one who teaches himself to be patient, who seeks patience, Allah will make him patient. And وَمَا أُعْطِيَ أَحَدٌ عَطَاءً خَيْرًا وَأَوْسَعْ مِنَ الصَّبْرِ. No one has been given a gift better and more vast than patience, related by Al-Bukhari. So here now Ibn Taymiyyah mentions this whole thing about patience and always trying to be free of need, not being in need of other people, right? If you behave and operate in that way, that you don't want what anybody has, you don't seek it, you're not desirous of it, you don't therefore ask anyone with the tongue. If you behave like this, Allah will make you rich and free of need. And if you seek to be chaste and, chaste, then Allah will make you chaste. And if you seek to be patient, Allah will make you patient. And no one has been given a gift more vast and better than the gift of patience. And likewise, we see that this quality and this trait of not depending on other people, the Messenger of Allah, he taught it to his companions. And he said, for example, as is related in the Musnad, that as is related about Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu. Abu Bakr, his bow would drop from his hand. His bow would drop from his hand. And he would not say to anybody, "Can you pick that up for me?" Rather, he would say, "Indeed, my close friend," meaning the Messenger of Allah ﷺ, "he commanded me that I do not ask anyone for anything." So in other words, sometimes, you drop something, or there's something where something happens, and some people, they expect someone else to go and pick it up for them, or to do that errand for them, right? So here, this trait and this quality of being free of need and not depending on other people and not asking other people, it is to this degree that even this type of assistance, you do not ask anybody for even this type of assistance. And likewise in Sahih Muslim and others, from Auf ibn Malik radiyallahu anhu, that the Messenger of Allah that he gave the Pledge of Allegiance to him amongst a group of other people, and he gave them, he whispered to them something. So he gave them the Pledge of Allegiance, and he whispered to them quietly. He said, "Allah tas'alun nasa shay'an." Do not ask anything of the people. Don't ask things of people. فَكَانَ بَعْضُ أُولَئِكَ النَّفَرْ يَسْقُطُ الصَّوْتُ مِنْ يَدِ أَحَدِهِمْ وَلَا يَقُولُ لِأَحَدٍ نَاوِلْنِي إِيَّاهُ. So he whispered to them and said quietly, "Do not ask the people of anything." And so thereafter, these companions, whenever one of them, they might drop something, drop the bow, they could be on their horse or their camel, and they drop something, and they would not ask anyone, "Get that for me." They would not do that. And this shows, again, the extent to which the companions, this issue of mas'ala, which is asking other people, they would not do so. Why? Because this is a matter of the perfection of one's servitude and being in need of Allah Azza wa Jal and sufficing with Allah Azza wa Jal, and not asking people, neither feeling it in the heart that I want you to do such and such. So for example, let's say for example, you are on the camel or something, and something from your possessions falls from the camel. Right. So there's three levels, there's numerous levels of people. There's a first person who basically, in his heart, there's a feeling now, I want someone to pick that up for me. I want somebody to pick that up for me. And then he expresses it with his tongue. "Oh, do you mind picking that up for me?" Right? So now, he's made himself, he's asked another person, and his heart also moved. It had this, what we call istishraf, like it had this, expectation and this want and this, so this is one type of person. Another type of person is that the same thing happens, and maybe in his heart there arises some type of this istishraf. He feels that, I would like so-and-so to pick it up for me, but he doesn't ask. Right? And he gets it and he picks it up himself. And then another person, something falls from his, camel, some possessions, and At no time whatsoever does he have any feeling in the heart or expectation or want or desire that someone should pick that up for me. And nor does he ask anyone either. Right? That never occurs to him. And he, being completely self-reliant, dependent after Allah Azza wa Jal, he then goes and does it himself. Right? So this is what we see from the companions radiyallahu anhum, and this is what we see from the tarbiyah, the nurturing of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in these texts, in these ahadith that we have read.